Hey guys! Today on this video, I'm going to be giving you my tips and tricks for interviewing. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and say is I really want to stress the importance of dressing very formal if you're going to a business, if you're going to like a corporate job or you're going to like an office job, or it's been very chillaxed about the things that you can wear. Normally for me now, I usually just wear like a really nice blouse, something, that doesn't show a lot of cleavage. I will always wear a blazer or a cover, and just that's usually it, and then the basic colors, you go for gray, black, white. And then as far as, what to wear on your feet, honestly, I always do flats. You could wear sneakers, but like I said, just kind of feel out the part. Like if you're going to go work at a sneaker store. But for most jobs, at least for me, I've always worn flats just because it correlates with my outfit better. But I would never wear sandals. I would never wear wedges. Heels are totally okay. Not like obviously stilettos, but like, those thick wedges. If you're gonna wear a heel, you can do like a thick heel, or like I said, those wedges, at least little off, nothing so high. You shouldn't look like you're going to a club. You're going to an interview. And then as far as like how to do up your face, so for men, you just want to make sure you look nice and groomed. If you want to go ahead and shave your beard, you can. If you know that the job that you're interviewing for may not like that, make sure your hair is as neat as possible. For women, I typically tend to leave either my hair down. If I do it up, it can be difficult for me just because my hair is very curly. Lots of things can be out of place. And a messy bun's okay, but just lessen the mess. When you're getting ready for the interview, I find that the best thing you can possibly do is look into the company. Very, very important to look into this company, do your research, know what this company is all about, because they will ask you certain questions. They will either ask you if you know about the rewards program that their company has, if you know about any of the deals, coupons, or offers that their company does, credit cards. Most companies have a credit card that they're selling, pushing, whatever. So just kind of knowing those things already tells this employer that you've done your homework, you are more than comfortable with everything that they offer. It's easier because for them it's like, oh, they already know this, and this. It won't be that hard to train them. Usually for the beginning of an interview, when you sit down, usually the employer will say something like, so tell me about yourself. Now this could mean two different things. I've had employers mean, tell me about Rebecca. What's Rebecca all about? And then other times it's like, what has Rebecca done? And why is Rebecca here? You want to go ahead and give them the very best of you. Like for me, I've gotten a lot better with my lingo and my language and how I present myself, because then you don't want to sit there and go, well, I did food, and then I did some retail clothing, and then I also did like landscaping. Yeah, you want to be real confident with this question, because this is like literally you being like, this is what I bring to the table. So usually I will start off with like the bottom to like, started from the bottom, now I'm there, so I will start from like where I started, and then I'll go from where I am and why I'm here. So usually I'll just be like, so I have an extensive background in fast food. I am awesome with customer service. I started the two things that get them. Being amazing at customer service. You say you have an extensive background in something, it means you've been there, you've done that, you planted your flag, you can train other people to do those things, like you've arrived. Not too much, but you really just want to give them like the core, those points. You're like a little bulletin. And you want them to be like, all right, great with customers, multitasker, passionate. Like those are the three things you want them to remember when you walk up and you breathe. Don't go in there and be like, yeah, I'm really good with customers. Because I've done that before. I've done the eyebrow where you're like, because this means I'm not really sure, but I think I am. Like, no, you need to not think, you need to be like, I am really good with customers. This up here, this is confident. These are the confident brows. So go from this to this, and you'll be all right. So when you're talking, make sure you keep extended eye contact. When I had my interview at Target, I literally just stared at him. It helped that he was good looking and he had blue eyes, but still, you can break away. Don't do creepy and just be like, you want to break away every now and then, and try not to have your eyes wander too much, because it looks it looks creepy. All right, so in a lot of interviews, you're gonna get so tell me about a time when you, and this is where they really want you to like detail them. So, you know, beginning, middle, end. What was the end result? What did you do to get to that result? They want to know as much as possible. This is when you can be detailed. I didn't stop talking until he filled up that whole box. This is your time to shine. So then there's this part in the interview where the employer, will look at you and say, do you have any questions for me? And that is your time to be like, I sure do. So what I did was I pre-wrote my questions. Time to literally ask them anything. You know, and don't be afraid to ask them about discounts, what they offer, you know, because as much as you're trying to get a job, you also want them to see you as desirable, you know, so it's like, what can you do for me? Something like that. And obviously don't be snooty about it, but just be like, yeah, so I was just wondering, you know, what kind of benefits would you all, you know, do you guys offer? What kind of discounts do you guys offer? Do you guys have any general, just be nice with your questions, you know, just don't be like, well, what can you guys offer me? No, don't do that. But just kind of asking those questions really helps them to see that you're very involved and you really want this job and you just want to see what you're getting into. A lot of times employers will ask you about your previous employer. It's a touchy subject. It's one of those things where you have an opportunity to say, this is why I left this company. Please don't do this to me. But then you also kind of have to think, they could probably think that I'm a complainer, or somehow it may just look negative depending on what you say. So for me, I was very open and I just said I was really looking to move up in the company and there were just no growth opportunities at the time. Or you could just say there's no growth opportunities. I really want to move up. I was very interested in moving up. And unfortunately, there just wasn't any opportunities for me. That's usually for me the nicest way. I can't really think of another way I've said things. Or like a lot of times with Sam's Club or Dunkin', I said I relocated and there just wasn't anything at the time where I was going. That's usually a good save. All right, so those are my tips and tricks of what to look forward when you get into an interview or how to present yourself in an interview. And I hope that you can use some of these tricks and tips to help you get the job that you want. If you have any tips and tricks below, please leave me a comment. I would love to read them and respond, obviously. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and I will see you on the next one. See ya.